What is up, guys? This is your boy Superior Simmer, and to have some more information on The Sims. If you guys like news, updates, and discussions, please hit the sub button. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. I also do have an affiliate link with Instagaming to bring you guys cheaper Sims packs. If you guys click the link in the description and type in Sims, you'll see a bunch of deals for The Sims 3 and The Sims 4. If you guys are planning on buying the Life and Death expansion pack, you will get it at a 28% discount. And of course, there's other packs like Love Struck for Rent, Growing Together for under $20 as well. Without further ado, let's get into the bullshit. Okay, so we finally got the Legacy Collection for The Sims 1 and The Sims 2, but of course, typical EA bringing us more BS with these legacy games. If you guys have been living under a plumb bob, The Sims 1 and Sims 2 have a bunch of issues. This video will be mostly focusing on The Sims 2 Legacy Collection, but yeah, it's safe to say a bunch of Simmers are having issues with their games, and it's only getting worse and worse. Every day there's just more issues that keep popping up, and it's honestly ridiculous that this is happening. Not really a surprise, but at the same time, it's just typical EA doing typical EA bullshit. Shout out to the Maxis team, shout out to EA for, you know, crushing our dreams. So let's give them a round of applause for messing up our childhood. Now on Twitter, the Sims Direct post is saying, silly Simmers, we are currently investigating issues some fans are experiencing with the Sims Legacy Collection and the Sims 2 Legacy Collection, and will provide more information on fixes soon. For more information and help with our investigations, they want you to go on to the EA forums, which is now replacing Answers HQ, to report your issues with your Sims games. Now on the EA forums, community manager EA Cade, oh man, if you guys don't know the history with this guy basically, you know, banned people from talking about the console controls because he said that they were being very toxic and negative, which was just BS. Okay, shout out to Kirsty Kurtz and all the console players out there. So yeah, this guy kind of has like a weird rep. Other than that, I heard he's like actually really good as a community manager, but that was that one instance that, you know, didn't really look too good on his part. But yeah, he says, silly Simmers, he said, we recognize some fans are currently experiencing various issues with the Sims Legacy Collection and the Sims 2 Legacy Collection. We are currently investigating these issues and hope to have more information on fixes soon. They said to help with our investigations, please ensure including screenshots, videos, DXD diags, I probably could be saying that wrong, and for the Sims 4, the Vulcan info exe files and your bug reports. Now starting off with the Sims 1, honestly I do not have too much information other than the fact that people just cannot launch the game. Majority of the issues that I've heard with the Sims 1 is just launching issues. Like people will launch the game and then it just crashes. Some people will get into the main menu and they'll say it's loading all the different packs, and then it's just like an endless loop, or then they'll crash after. It's a lot of just launching issues that I've heard with the Sims 1. If you guys have any issues with the Sims 1, please share them in the comments down below. And obviously again, report your issues to the EA forums. I will leave that in the link in the description for you guys. Imagine paying $40, $60 or whatever in your currency to have to start troubleshooting a game that was supposed to like just work out of the box. Like it's honestly insane how bad this is. Now shout out to Sydney Spears, I'm just gonna call her Spears for this video. They actually compiled everything that's been going on with The Sims 2. I would say out of both games, The Sims 2 has the most issues that I've seen a lot of Simmers report. So we're gonna kind of just go down a thread of everything that's been happening, and of course I'll leave Spears' Twitter in the link in the description. If you guys want to go follow them, please do. I also do have this Reddit up called The Sims 2 Help, and it basically gives us a rundown of all the new features with the re-releases. So the first thing it says that now it can run on Windows 10 and 11. It has a more versatile pixel resolution, scaling on large monitors. Some legacy and community reported bugs are fixed. You can use Alt plus Enter to toggle window mode while the game is running. I have done that on The Sims 2 and it works perfectly. I didn't have any issues. The graphics rule .sgr now supports modern hardware configurations. I said to fix a shadow bug that surrounded The Sims with a big black square. So yeah, that was one of the known issues with The Sims 2 Ultimate Collection and just The Sims 2 in general. It says widescreen and higher game resolutions are now supported. So technically speaking, that's always been kind of like a thing. You just have to go inside the config file and then change that. And then of course you can also use the graphics rules maker, but that's like now baked into the game, which is really cool. I also mentioned that the UI scales better to higher resolutions. Now this is true for The Sims 1. I was able to play The Sims 1 on my 4K TV and it looked like perfect. The UI visually on my eyes was perfect. I can read all the information about my sim, whether like it's his job, his wants, his relationships, everything looked really good on The Sims 1. Now I've not played The Sims 2 on 4K, but I did play it in 1440p. I played it in ultra wide and then just like regular 16:9 ratio, and I noticed that the UI was a lot smaller when you go up higher resolutions. I noticed when I was streaming on Twitch the other day, it was very hard to see like the text and even this, like again, the wants and fears. It didn't look like it was scaling to the 1440p resolution properly. So I don't know what's going on with that one. The texture memory corruption and pink soup are fixed. The dragging The Sims 2 window from one monitor to another works more smoothly. It says if your computer has a lot lot of RAM, The Sims 2 is able to use it. But just to clarify, this game is not 64-bit. The game is still confirmed to be 32-bit. So a lot of people are saying that The Sims 2 is going to be 64-bit. I was one of those people that thought it was going to be, but it's still 32-bit. So yeah. And then they said they fixed several crashes and improvements and fixes. So yeah, these are all the updates that were coming to basically the re-release. This is definitely not like a detailed list of all the fixes, but it does give you kind of like an idea of like what has been fixed. Now, Spears did say that the game is still 32-bit, meaning it cannot use all your system's RAM like EA claimed. It will still only use the 4 gigabytes of RAM. So again, it's very contradicting to what we just read to like what's being talked about here. The game is not using 8 gigs, 16 gigs, or 32 gigs. It's still only using 4 gigabytes. But yeah, to clarify, the game is still 32-bit. I know Spears said that like it's supposed to be 64-bit, but it's not. I don't know where the 64-bit stuff came from. Like, I don't know if it was like a rumor and then like everyone just ran with it. I'm still confused myself, because I know I probably like talked about this too as well. But yeah, the game is not 64-bit. So now they also followed up by saying crashing has been reported to still occur along with DX9 errors. You may have to manually add your graphics card to the graphics card database as you would with older copies of The Sims 2. So again, this is another issue that a lot of people had, you know, when playing The Sims 2 or like The Sims 2 Ultimate Collection. So again, I find it really bizarre that Simmers still need to do this, given like this is a re-release. This is supposed to be something that's supposed to work with our modern hardware on our computers. I don't understand how you can advertise something that works out of the box but still needs to be configured when people paid money for this. Like that's just bullshit. Like, I don't know what else to say. It's just bullshit. Now, Spears also said that it is impossible to close custom skin dialogues in CAS, and many players have reported not being able to type in their Sims names or biographies in CAS. I probably said that wrong. Also, no widescreen fix has been implemented, so the UI is still in the way. So I did notice this when I went back to playing in 1080p. I feel like that's just like the perfect resolution to play The Sims 2, because the UI is really big, but the game still looks very clean if you like max out all the settings. I did notice in Creative Sim, like it will still kind of cut off the Sims' head in the CAS, and like the UI is really big. So it does, like, again, in this picture, cover the Sims face. So yeah, again, the UI seems to be a really big issue with the Sims 2. I don't know, like, what's up with the false advertisement, but yeah, there's something definitely wrong with the UI and the resolution scaling stuff. It just doesn't work properly. So I don't know, guys. Spears also mentioned the pink flashing and the pink soup is still occurring for some players, despite EA claiming to have fixed this issue. So again, this is something that we talked about earlier in the list of stuff that were fixed for the re-release. That was bullshit, okay? Because the Pink Panther is back and it's like messing up our games. Hide your kids, hide your Sims, because the pink is back, bro. I don't understand what's going on. Look at this image. Like, this is giving me PTSD. Like, this is so bad. Now, another huge thing is one of the packs for the Sims 2 is missing. Like, it's not in the game. Spears mentioned that the IKEA pack has been excluded for licensing reasons. And again, I'll also leave that in the link in the description if you guys like have bought this and you want to get the IKEA stuff. I would say the IKEA stuff is worth doing all this stuff for, because it's one of like the best furnitures in the game. So it's a damn shame that it's just gone. Again, this wasn't, they didn't mention this. And I feel like it's just BS, because they make it seem like you're getting every single thing, but no, like there's one thing missing and they don't even tell you. It's just shady practices, bro. I don't know what else to say. Like, it is crazy to me. And then Spears says, for now, I don't really see any incentives to purchase this version of The Sims 2 unless EA provides a patch and addresses all the problems listed above. Apparently, you can request a refund from EA if you're not satisfied with your purchase. And yeah, if you guys are having issues, you guys are not satisfied with your purchase, I would refund it. Again, they do see all the issues going on with the legacy games, so they are working on it, but I don't think that's good enough. I think this should have been something where it should have worked out of the box. It's just so heartbreaking seeing this. Yeah, but like looking at the comments, a lot of people are very pissed off, very upset, very disappointed that this is the result of the legacy games. Again, these are two iconic games, bro. Like, I just started playing The Sims 1 for the first time, and it's such a fun game, and I see why people love it. Like, it has this charm to it that like I feel like the other games just don't have. And then The Sims 2, The Sims 2 is just the GOAT. It's just a nostalgic trip going back and playing The Sims 2 and reliving all the things I used to do as a kid, which doesn't even feel that long ago. You know, it's still like muscle memory to like, you know, hook up with my teacher in university life so I can like get a better grade. Like it's such a fun trip to go back and just play these games and relive all these moments. I know a lot of people who've only played Sims 4 have been like playing The Sims 2 or have seen a lot of stuff on Twitter, and they're kind of taken back, like, whoa, like The Sims 2 is really that game, you know. And a lot of Simmers in the comments just again are so done and tired of it. It's really bad. And again, this is what I've been saying in my previous videos. We have to hold them accountable. Okay, not a lot of people are going to speak out and say what needs to be said, so that's why we need to do it. And again, guys, if you have any issues, please comment down them below. Maybe other people have similar issues. Maybe people might have solutions for you. Again, please leave a like as well, just so we can push this in the algorithm. And hopefully EA sees this video. But yeah, once again, guys, I want to say thank you so much for the support. If you guys made it to the end of this video, I appreciate you. Shout out to all my channel members. Thank you so much for the support, specifically Shari King. With that being said, stay cool, stay awesome, stay simming, and have a good day.